minimizing charisma, maximizing intelligence, shooting someone in the crotch with a cannonball, thrust, propulsion. It's science-y.
Why you always gotta be blowing my spot up like that? There are my runes. There they are. I'm not mad. Science needs art and art needs science. They both need each other to function properly.
There are ways to figure out what the paper is really saying.
And then I'm ready to get on Twitter and yell at people about doing their own.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. No time to dilly and or dally with your wally. Chat, welcome. Happy to have everyone back here on a lovely, what is, in my current star date, a Sunday. Happy to have all of you here in the facility to continue our playthrough of the Terran campaign in StarCraft 1 Remastered, a game that I haven't played in nigh on 20 years. Which is funny because we're on a StarCraft esports team. So today, although our main goal is to science everything that we possibly can in this classic game, we will also be trying to play not super poorly. Looking over here. How's everyone doing today? Like, does everyone come into this, like, room and look up, or look, like, what are these monitors pointed? Chat, welcome. As you know, here at the facility, our main goal is to explore and explain everything underneath the stars and beyond, but on Sundays, apparently now that's when we do it. We like to play some of your favorite games, some of my favorite games, some classics, some newbies, some oldies, and science the crap out of them. That's what we're going to do today. I forget what mission we're on. It doesn't matter. This is a real-time strategy game. You'll be able to pick it up. No problem. I won't lie, Chad. After we played our last session, I said, "Job's finished," like it was a vocal tick. I couldn't stop saying, "Job's finished." I couldn't stop saying it. So this might be a hazard to my mental health, but I'm doing it for you. Chat, what have we been doing at the facility? Oh, we have an episode about a company that turns nuclear waste into cancer medication. A pretty amazing feat of science that was really cool to see with my first-hand eyes. Go check that out in the main Chan if you haven't seen that yet. We'll have some more shorts for you. And of course, if you want to join the facility, see a new episode early that just went up this morning about AI hackers trying to poison, or hackers trying to poison AI rather. You go to patreon.com/Kyle Hill, join the facility today. Not only do you get videos early and monthly live streams with me all to yourself. I said cancer medication. Anyway, you also get to join our members-only Discord, which keeps out all the bad weirdos. We keep all the good ones, but we kicked all the bad weirdos out with money. I'm feeling all right today. Got some work done. What, Kyle? Where do you even work? I don't know. Job's finished.
I read you. Right away, sir.
I work here in the facility, of course. I need a bigger bottle of hand sanitizer, I think. It's too small. Miss, could you get me some hand sanitizer? Miss? Miss? Yeah, you. Hand sanitizer. Damn it. As we're playing today, and as my camera keeps trying to adjust what my face looks like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Like, perfect skin. What I really look like. Perfect skin. What I really... I don't know why it's doing that. And apparently I'm right on the threshold, which is annoying. Do gifted subs get Discord access? Not on this channel, no. But this is also a channel, and supporting the channel supports us and our nerdy mission to do everything that we want to do here. It's not like it's free to get the Kevins to make our beautiful transitions and recreate StarCraft, classic StarCraft rooms from scratch. Some of these guys don't even have hands to move screwdrivers. They have more like flippers. Some of my experiments didn't go like they have to hold them like it's very inefficient. And that supporting me supports us, supports everything that we do here, supporting you, hopefully earning everything you support us with science education and just a little bit of fun. Yes, and so you can join patreon.com/Kyle Hill. You can super chat or TTS once we get into the gaming portion, like Liz Calvert always does. Tiny Human Question of the Week. Why do fans help keep you cooler? Good question. Now, I have to tick my science time counter down with my little piggy trotters. 0. That's a very good question, Alex. Think about it. Why do fans actually cool you? The air is room temperature. The air is in the room. The air is not cold. The air is the exact same temperature as the rest of the room. So why does it cool you? Well, it's not the same temperature as you, and you are hot. You are hotter. And so when air hits you, it's called convection. It's heat convecting away from your body. Convection means a fluid, like in fluid dynamics, you can call that water or a gas, because they both operate in similar ways. It is a fluid coming into contact with a surface, and then when those surfaces interact, your molecules, Alex, your atoms and molecules are all jiggly-biggly. And since the air molecules are not as hot, they are not as jiggly-biggly. And when they interact, because of conservation of momentum, think of like billiard balls hitting each other. This is hard to coordinate. So these are fast, these are slow, and then when they touch each other, they both reach an equilibrium. This slows down, this speeds up a little bit, and then that air moves away. Now this keeps happening until the average kinetic energy of the molecules on the surface of your body goes down, and that's what temperature is. So by constantly interacting your skin with relatively colder molecules and then moving those molecules away, always having new ones, you are removing heat energy, which is kinetic energy of the molecules of your skin. Does that make sense? You know what I mean, chat? So much of the universe is just molecules it's all of it. Just atoms and molecules interacting. But I really do think about, like, why does a blanket keep you warm at night? Or why does a fan work? I have a fan blowing on me right now. It really is just your atoms have more energy. And so if you introduce them to atoms with less energy, they will both come to an equilibrium of slightly less energy for this one. And that less energy is less heat, and you cool down. That's it. Same thing as why do you hold an ice cube and it's cold? Why is it actually cold? Right? Because its molecules are hardly moving at all, and yours are very fast. And so when you interact them, yours slow down a lot to get to a low equilibrium point, because these are very cold, right? Or they're almost not even moving. So that slows yours down a lot, to the point where the sensors in your skin, the nerves in your skin, are like, "Ooh, that's too much. We're slowing down too much. I don't like that temperature." What if the room temperature is higher than yours? Well, then you're not going to lose heat to the outside environment, which is why you need to sweat. You know what I mean? Your sweat coming out of your body will the water of the sweat that comes out of your body carries some of that heat, and then when it evaporates, it carries some of that heat energy away. It's not just touching your skin. You've evolved to have more mechanisms to remove heat energy. So sweating makes losing heat energy more efficient, right? And so many science times, and you've recognized this if you've ever gone into a pool. A room temperature pool still feels very cold, right? So room temperature is like 23 degrees Celsius or like 72, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. A 72 degree pool feels very cold. The water feels very cold. It's not because it is cold. It's because heat is transferred away from your body very efficiently by water, again, via convection and conduction. And you feel that change in temperature as coldness. If the room temperature is more than yours, you are transferring your energy to the surroundings. That's not true. So heat energy and pressure and other variables will follow their gradient. So if the ambient temperature is hotter than you, it's making you hotter. You're not making it colder. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, you both are. You're both doing the same thing at the same time, but more energy is going into you. It's acting to bring the ambient temperature of the room will act to bring you up, your body temperature up to an equilibrium point. And we try to regulate this via homeostasis and sweating and jumping in a river. So that's why when it's super humid and extremely hot, you're really at risk of death? I don't know specifically. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a water doctor. But that would make sense. Like, why doesn't a dry heat feel less oppressive than a wet heat? Water transfers heat energy much better than air does. I had a question for you. Do you think a molten salt nuclear reactor could be used in space travel research? Sure. Oh, I gotta hydrate. Says Terror Propaganda on Twitch. Right now, what we're doing in space with nuclear reactors aren't nuclear reactors as you're imagining them. They're just chunks of plutonium that generate heat, and we get a little bit of electricity from that heat. It's not a boiling water situation. It's because nuclear reactors are currently big and heavy, and people don't want to shoot them up through the atmosphere. You know what I mean? So Bismo, the Ancient One, you're absolutely right. But what are you right about? Sure.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Chat, welcome. Welcome to the gaming wing of the facility today. Of course, we'll be playing StarCraft, getting through it, getting my APM up. We're trying to make Basilisk proud. We'll also be looking at, as we're playing, what you are saying for science times, and what, whoa, that's only for daddies. Oops. Did I say everything about that heat transfer right? I'm a little caffeinated, and I haven't spoken to anyone all day. This is the first time I'm speaking out loud today. I think I got all that right. Although I don't know about the humidity stuff, if I had to guess. Let me... Chat never tells me. So I'm just going to look it up. High humidity makes it feel hotter because our bodies use sweat to cool down, and in humid conditions, the air already contains a lot of moisture, making it harder for sweat to evaporate. I basically said that. Although, no, I mean, I wasn't sure on that, but it does make sense if the air contains more water. Sweat on you is less likely to evaporate? I mean, that doesn't totally make sense to me. These AI summaries, man, you always got to double check them. I'm not sure. Essentially, water and air acts both as a insulator and also blocks the evaporative process. Okay. Anyway, chat, we gotta play some StarCraft today. Do you know how hard it was to find a wallpaper that wasn't gonna get me reported? Chat, welcome. Oh, hell yeah. Let me make sure that the, it kept my save file. I mean, it should have. Oh, nice. Chat, welcome to A Scientist Plays StarCraft 1.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Commander, our position has been discovered. As of 2 hours ago, a large Confederate strike force
Again, this is not what Aria is based on. I just want to make that very clear.
Arcturus Mengsk is calling a meeting.
Greetings. I know
I also moved the chat so it's easier to see some of the action. I realized most of the action was happening like above me.
It seems our data disks didn't hold weapon designs after all. Lieutenant Kerrigan will explain.
You all know that the Confederates run a program for psychically gifted humans, training them to be ghosts. Those running the program found that the Zerg are attuned to the psychic emanations of ghosts.
So the Zerg are here for you, darling? This keeps getting better and better.
Shut up. There's been a lot of secret Confederate research surrounding ghosts and the Zerg. What we stole was a small but critical piece of the puzzle.
Wouldn't...
Designs for a transplanar psionic waveform emitter.
Hell
The
yeah.
emitters broadcast the neural imprint of a ghost, but at a much greater magnitude. These things reach across worlds.
The Confederacy used these psi emitters to lure the Zerg into isolated containment areas. Your colony, Mars Sarah.
I'll get to some of your questions in a second. I gotta focus on the science here.
I'm saying the Zerg are a secret weapon developed by the Confederacy.
What? That's canon? No, it's not.
All subjects of a Confederate weapons test.
No.
Just as they destroyed Korhal with nuclear weapons to establish dominance a generation ago, they would use the Zerg to put an end to their other rivals. Only this time there'd be no outrage. Who could suspect the aliens were their creation?
They didn't create them though, right? Aren't they a species they're just controlling?
Destroying the Zerg. It's time the Confederacy paid for its crimes.
Is that canon that they created the Zerg, or are they just controlling them?
Lieutenant Kerrigan is going to plant an emitter at the Confederate base camp. Commander, you will provide her with an escort. When the Zerg arrive, they'll break the blockade for us and we'll make our escape.
Propaganda?
Now, get moving.
Yes. Slayer Tibby, first time chatter over on Twitch. Dude, I pressed play and I want to see you play StarCraft. Now, STFU and go play. Oh my god, I've been trying to say this for 10 minutes. You talk too much. I think you're a virgin if you talk like this, when you should just put it in and thrust. Just a second, I'm nuking you from orbit. 1 second. Ba-da-da-da-da. Bam. Okay, so, as some of you guys were saying, that makes sense, like the evaporative, so water in an environment will be less likely to evaporate in general if the moisture content of the air is higher? So use nuclear, so the psi emitter, we talked about this a little bit. One problem that psi kind of makes sense a little bit because you've heard reports, and I think these are fairly confirmed now, about sonar and other underwater sources of sound, and sound waves travel much, much further in water because the speed of sound in water is 5 times faster than it is in air. You've heard about sonar like affecting whales and whether or not they beach themselves and things like that. So in that kind of sense, I can see something like psi emitters affecting the Zerg. If you had a specific tone or frequency or something like that, but to issue commands and control them like a hive mind, we've gone through this a couple times. I've never found a good sciencey way to make hive minds, as most sci-fi portrays them, work. That's it. Nuking a planet from orbit, you could definitely do that. Third thing. Am I going to find out whether or not that's propaganda or not? From what I understand, the progenitors created both the Zerg and the Protoss. Okay, so maybe it's propaganda, right? Yeah, the Zerg are eating the dogs and cats in Ohio. It's crazy. Man, this music is so good. Man, a lot of weirdos in the chat today. Not you, though. You're cool. Chat, how's the music level? Because it's very loud in my ears. I just want to make sure it's good for you.
I'm having doubts about this, Arcturus. I just don't think anyone deserves to have the Zerg unleashed on them.
I know you have personal feelings about this, but you can't let your past cloud your judgment. Carry out your orders.
Base is under attack.
Yes, sir.
What the heck is that? Who the heck is that? You didn't know I could do that, did you? You didn't know I knew how to do
Your
that?
forces are under attack.
Oh, crap. Wait, where you guys going? I'm going. Where the heck are you guys going? Huh? Yeah, you didn't know I knew how to do that.
Not enough.
All right, so like
minerals.
last time, Chad, I might
Base is under attack.
get a little distracted when the missions are actually happening, because there's a lot of stuff to do. I'm positive there's a way to cheese this. That is to say,
Base is under attack.
you know, just run Kerrigan in for the win. Oh, that's the psi emitter. Got it. But I'm not going to do that.
SCP good to go, sir.
Cornelius, welcome. The psi emitter isn't controlling them, it's just drawing them to the location. I guess that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I could. Is there like a lure that does that? Well, one thing that I can think of is that when ants attack and other insects attack, like bees, there is a signal that can be put out via a chemical signal to, you've probably heard about this, for ants to all attack a organism all at the same time, because it increases the chance of rapidly paralyzing or killing that organism, right? So for the Zerg to be attracted and or informed by some certain signal, I don't think that's crazy. When can we start glorping? Oh, any way you want, baby. Oh, Granite Serpent just said all of that. All right, come on. 2 on gas.
SCV good to go, sir.
SCV good to go,
Not
sir.
enough minerals.
Okay, I think I
Not enough
want...
minerals.
So what do I want? Well, do I need, like, irradiate and stuff?
SCV good to
Does
go,
irradiate...
sir.
Nah, I mean, irradiate... Is that good on Marines? Only if they're going to be hanging out there. I did see a lot of... I did see a lot of tanks, so Wraiths might be good in this situation.
You want a piece of me,
This is a bad rally point for this. Do you have... No. Okay. Oh, I do have... Oh, all right. We want our own tanks to start pushing in. And we do have a reactor vessel.
Add-on complete.
I'm going to keep the reactor vessel with Kerrigan so I can cast a D-Matrix if I need to. This is a legit sport in South Korea. I have great news for you, Chrono Baitless. We are, if you go to basilisk.gg, that is the esports organization that we are a part of. Why? It's always science time. Why didn't you tell me? And on our team, Team Basilisk, we have arguably the greatest StarCraft 2 player of all time, Cyril, the Finnish phenom, on our team. I know a confusing amount about competitive StarCraft. A confusing amount. And I'm not good at the game, but I know a lot about competitive Korean StarCraft. Hey Kyle, I love you like a long-distance relative. I'm in your Diablo 4 guild. Yeah, welcome. Though I haven't played since they nerfed Wizard Defense. I finished the current season of Diablo, or the last season of Diablo, on hardcore. I finished the season on hardcore. Woohoo. I don't know how to play this, so let's run out a Marine here. Let's see what's going on.
Not enough minerals. Add-on complete.
I bet. Oh, hey. Oh, see, he's like on patrol or something.
SCV good to go, sir.
So let's get irradiate, since look at this micro. Since that's very much like us.
Good to go, sir.
Irradiate is very on theme for us.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I need a tailor.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
What are you talking about? Oh.
Not enough minerals.
This is StarCraft 1 remastered. An OG. Alright, let's get irradiate. Let's move with Kerrigan to be safety.
Job's finished.
Job's finished. Let's get another one going. I want the irradiates. It is so on brand for us. Oh. Trying to get the detector there.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I always struggle to build up my base before the AI overwhelms me. Yeah, that's a struggle, man. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played this game in a long time.
Research complete.
All right, let's try it.
You want a
Wait,
piece of
what's
me, boy?
what's the irradiate button? I'm gonna need to know that. I for irradiate. Got it. I'm not good with control groups. I'm not good with anything, really. How many science SAMs are up to? 9? 9er? That's not bad. Can't irradiate anything inside a bunker, probably. Oh, hey, guys. A bad feeling about this. Hey, move it. See, if I see a big group of Marines, like this fool, So now I'm gonna, since I know that's a safety situation, I'm gonna change the rally point to right here. No, I'm not, because they might... Seems like they have a lot of these rallied fools running around.
Not enough minerals.
So we're gonna run these guys to a move here, and we're gonna keep going. I'm going! At crap, back. Detector. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Your forces are under attack.
Damn, that was bad. Alright, so I definitely need more guys before I can do what I want to do. Right, the waiting launch orders. Machine shop, you fool. I need siege mode for sure. Some tanky tanks.
Minerals.
Does Kyle have a...
Your forces
Sorry,
are
Chet.
under attack.
This takes a lot of my focus, so it's hard for me to look at what you're saying. Does Kyle have a science vessel in real life? Yes. Outer Wilds when? I have it downloaded. It's about damn time. Well, that's not
Not
good.
enough minerals.
Do I? I guess what they have a lot of wraiths, so I do kind of want a mobile detector, right? But then I want to shore up those positions with a nice little tanky tank. You know what I mean? So if worst comes to worst, I can grab those guys, I think.
Research complete.
Okay. Which research was that? It said, oh, wow, siege mode happens quickly. All right, so we're gonna push up here.
Base is under attack.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Damn it! I'm so slow. So slow. It's incredible. Okay. What I want to do... So I'm going to... Don't go that way! You fool! That way. Then we're going to do... I know I'm slow. Leave me alone. It's hard. This game's hard, Chet.
Additional supply depots
Okay, let's push out with this. This is okay. And we're gonna have them... Is that how that works? You follow them? If...
Job's finished.
Yeah, okay.
SCV good to go, sir.
Wait, let's follow some guys up here.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay. Alright. Here we go. Actually, so I'm gonna move
SCV good to go, sir.
you here. I'm gonna siege this up
Job's finished.
because I know this is a vision strategy. I can do this, and then I can move here, and then I can see on the high ground. Yes! Yes! I'm the smartest gamer alive. And then they're gonna come and push this up. Yes. Yes. We're gonna keep that there while moving the detector. I mean, wait, we're gonna move that. Move that there to block that ramp. We're gonna move here. We're gonna... Well, that sucked. We're gonna move here. Building up your defenses is advised. All right, one second.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Ooh, we got a ghost. Oh, I mean a tank. All right. Building up your defenses is advised, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Get him. Okay.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Let's get more tanks. And then more. All of this here. And then these are going to be kind of in reserve over here. And then these two fools coming up here. Move that detector over here. Yeah.
Job finished.
All right, so now we're going to push up.
Job finished.
Uh-oh.
Ready to roll out.
One tank comes down. Well, that was pretty bad. How does he have that much range? That's crazy. Oh, gosh. It is hard to focus in this game. Damn.
Base is under attack.
Damn it. Damn it. Well, that's not going to be fast enough, is it?
Job finished.
I guess it is. Oh, man. This game is so fast. Kudos to you for hardcoring it up. I'm not surprised. What do you mean? This is hard. I'm playing it on the fastest speed. It's difficult. Does StarCraft Remastered have a difficulty slider? I think the slower you make the game, the easier it will actually be to play. So I have it on fastest, which is what most people have it on. Oh. Kyle, are you aware of the protein meta-analysis war? No. This is one of the hardest missions, is it? Well, here we go.
Ready to roll out.
Okay, I want these guys up here. These guys seem to have a lot of defensive measures. So I'm gonna start a little siege line here.
Job finished.
Yeah. And we're gonna move this guy here. This guy's here. You just got a tank shot? You did. Not bad.
Your forces are under attack.
Not bad. Gonna always leapfrog your tanks, chat. That's what you want. Use your energy.
Forces are under attack.
Damn it! All right. Haha, dummy. Diddle 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 diddle. I'm so silly. I should be going like double
Your
barracks
forces
here
are under attack.
and double tanks for sure. All right,
Job finished.
Josh finished. Let's go there.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I'm gonna push him up.
Not enough energy.
Push that up. We're gonna do this. I should be going double tank for sure. That relic point's gonna be there.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Keep forgetting about this second button is my issue here. It's gonna be done in a second. It's gonna be done.
Job finished.
You want a piece of me,
Chat,
boy?
how good is the music in this game, huh? I don't think I'm gonna need
Ready to
EMP.
roll out.
How good is the music in this game? It's just incredible, isn't it?
You want a piece of me, boy?
All right, we got to keep pushing, or else they're gonna outrace us here.
Ready to roll out.
Okay. Keep leapfrogging.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Chad, how are we doing? How are the vibes? I just want to make sure that no one's getting bored or anything. I feel like we're doing all right. Wait, no, siege it.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Research complete.
We're doing okay?
Ready to roll out.
Ooh, I know the hotkeys. You guys liking the vibes? I'm glad. No one's gonna get up this ramp ever. Let's see if there's anything on the high ground that we can keep. I'm just gonna keep those with those.
Ready to roll out.
How'd you get over there? Where'd you go? Because I gotta cut off some supply lines here.
Your forces are under attack.
Ready to roll out.
Whoop. Okay, so you're there, so we're gonna want to go here and go down there. And see, this is why I need the hotkeys for your bases too, because I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? Okay.
Piece of me, boy.
This is gonna hurt.
Piece of me, boy.
Uh-oh.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under attack.
Ow!
Piece of me, boy. You want a piece of me, boy?
Siege him! Yes!
Piece of me, boy. You want a piece of me, boy?
Siege him! Siege him! I should bring an SCP up here. Oh my! Oh no! My money is gone. Got it. The money has run out.
Your forces are under attack.
The money has run out, Chad. There's another base down here. I'm a fool! Okay. Let's see. Let's get this CC up. Started floating. Over there. We're gonna move these guys here. We're gonna move. Dun, 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 dun. These guys are totally defensed up out of their minds right now. These guys are coming to be defensed out of their minds. This guy is also gonna come down here. Sorry, chat. Wow. AI would probably be good at this game. There is actually AI that has been developed for SC1 and SC2 that are nearly unbeatable. So yeah, that actually already exists. How's everyone doing? Got any science questions? Galith or Gaith 1980, welcome. A little bit later, chat, I'll be playing some Magic the Gathering. I built 2 decks, one brand new, and then an old favorite, because a new art for it came out, so I'm going to be playing Kalia, for sure. And then I have a new deck, and I won't say what it is, except that I like big butts, and I can't lie. Oh, it's Gale. Hey, Gale. The colors are Mardu and Abzan. What is the sun made of? Gas.
Rainbow_Queen super chatted $10.
Hey.
Love seeing people play this game. Terran soundtrack is GOAT.
Thank you for
heart
being
emoji.
here, Rainbow, and thank you for the 10. Indeed, this is one of the best video game soundtracks ever. Blood Crank. Oh, so you're playing Blood Chiefs and Mind Crank? Because you're a mean person. The sun is made out of, Aaliyah. Welcome, my dear. The sun is made out of primarily helium and hydrogen, and it is burning that helium and hydrogen, or primarily hydrogen, and making helium in a fusion process. So the sun is hot enough and dense enough pressure, enough gravity to allow for quantum tunneling to occur in the core of the sun, allowing those fusion processes to happen, which creates energy and heat, and that heat radiates out into space. The reason why the sun is as big and as spherical as it is because that heat energy is being perfectly pulled inwards on all sides by gravity. So that's why stars are almost perfectly spherical. All right, there might be a bad guy down here. Nope.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, and these guys are getting wrecked. All right, let's get some guys repaired up here. Ding 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 ding. I don't know if the middle pathway is safe, so that's what I'm.
Forces are under attack.
Damn it! There is a bad guy down there. Land, you jabroni.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Land, you candy butt. Ding 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 ding. All right. Let's nope. Let's move them through. Oh, so double click only selects the ones in that same mode. That's good. They can't move. Excuse me, bad guys. Always leapfrog. That's what we want to be doing. But not only leapfrogging, we also want to have our tank lines slightly staggered as well. Uh-oh. No! Wrong way! It's so hard to move quickly. At least tanks don't run over your guys like they do in Command and Conquer. Leapfrog. Leapfrogging. Leapfrogging. Detecting. Leapfrogging. Stuck. Leapfrogging. Okay, now hopefully that will be okay for... Mine! Oh my god. All right, hopefully that will be okay for a second as we continue to rally now. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam.
Your forces are under attack.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was bad. All right, drop ships. Where are you going? Where are you guys going? Come on. Don't get shot. All right. Okay. Let's clear this so we guys can go through here, huh?
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me?
This is hard to do all this stuff in real time. Holy crap.
All right, bring it on.
How am I doing? Am I doing okay? I feel like I'm doing okay, but this feels super duper difficult.
Ready to roll out. All right, bring it on.
Let's get them spider mines going. I'm gonna need more gas at some point. Almost up. Where are you going? Depot. Ah! Our forces are strong! Wait, let's move through here. Our forces are strong, chat. I think. This is when different control groups would really help out.
Job's finished.
Job's finished! We want.
Job's finished.
Alright, we know that there is a...
Research complete.
We know that there is a thing on the high ground there, but we can't see it. So we're gonna bring our detector over here. Hopefully it doesn't fly over everything. That's bad. Oh, there's like nothing here. But this should activate them a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Let's gather up all forces. Where should we go? Here. Is there anything through there? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's through. Ah, Chad, this is so difficult. StarCraft is so hard.
Your forces are under attack.
Where? Not anymore. He's freaking dead. Okay, This seems like a fine expeditionary force, huh? I think so. Let's bring those guys here. Let's start finding out where these fools are, huh? Kyle playing SC1, super nostalgia. I know, isn't it wonderful? I'm enjoying it greatly.
Your forces are under attack.
I know. Hey. No, stay there.
Your forces are under attack.
I know, I'm going. Alright, let's keep you with you, and then you with you. Let's go here. Where'd you guys come from? Chat, if you learned anything so far, if you're enjoying this trip down memory lane, please spam your favorite emoji. That's what I want. Something to gun down. Here we go. That could really screw us. Let's scout. Nope. Stay there. Let's scout for a second. There's a battle cruiser. Uh-oh. Do you have cloak? You do have cloak. Don't know how many battle cruisers they're gonna have. That's bad. If they come over here, we're kind of cooked. Except we will have these guys. So we're still good on supply here. Let's just wait until that's done for a sec. I think those can take one battle cruiser though, so.
You want a piece of me,
pretty sure.
boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Read the waiting launch orders.
Battle cruiser operation.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
No one's spamming.
Additional supply depots
Almost no
required.
one's spamming in the chat. Am I still live? I hope so.
You want a piece of me,
Additional
boy?
supply
You
depots
want a piece of me,
required.
boy?
Uh-oh. This should be almost done.
Job's finished. Read the waiting launch orders.
So I just recently started a show called Moonrise. Thank you for the 100 bits, Wolfson. It's about colonizing the moon. Earth builds an interstellar elevator to it, and the people who are born there declare independence. Anyway, I'm just curious about the science behind building an elevator to the moon. So what would allow us to build an elevator to the moon is that, or how you might go about, is it directly attached to the moon? Because even though the moon is tidally locked, the Earth is still spinning, right? So the moon is tidally locked in that it's always showing us the same face, but the Earth is still spinning. So if they were attached, that wouldn't make sense to me. Space elevators are a cool idea, though, and the physics behind space elevators is pretty straightforward. We know how fast the Earth is spinning, and we know at what point, at what altitude it would be zero gravity because of the distance away from that. The problem is that the tension that the space elevator would be under is so great that we currently don't know of any material that could take the stress. So space elevators are a cool idea, but we don't know of anything that can handle them yet.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
I think I can take one battle cruiser here. It's cloak C. Yeah.
Ready to roll out.
Oh, he
Rate the waiting launch orders.
yeah, he detected it. All right, they're coming back. They're gonna get owned.
Additional supply depots required.
Yes. Yes. Fall into my trap.
Additional supply
I have units
depots
everywhere.
required.
That can't move. Go, 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 go.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Oh.
Your forces are
Uh-oh.
under attack.
Uh-oh. Where's those droppy ships?
All right, bring it on.
Your forces are under attack.
You're gonna get owned!
Your forces are under attack.
Alright, I feel like we're probably fine now. So let's start
Your
moving.
forces are under attack.
Ah, crap. Start moving Kerrigan around. She can take care of herself, right?
Your forces are under attack.
Ah, crap. I really need that to come here. Stay with your home. Stay with your home. Everything's protected. We good. We good. We good, chat. Jeff, welcome. Wolf's on with another 100 bits. Just a second, this is going to trigger a cutscene. I'll try to describe Moonrise as best I can. Earth has a tower with its revolving rail that stretches around the Earth with what looks like a launcher up in the atmosphere that moves into place when the moon is aligned. Then it launches a pod that is kept on course by these individual rings floating in space between where the tower ends and the Earth. Tower ends on Earth and where another one begins on the moon. I mean, that kind of makes sense. It sounds a lot harder to do than just going to the moon.
humanity.
I think I did all right there.
Our responsibility is too great to do any less.
Oh, there's strawberries in my drink, and I just... Oh. I didn't even chew it. Just went straight down. The Zerg, lured by a psi-emitter signal, descended upon the unsuspecting Confederate forces and annihilated them. Once again, the Protoss fleet, under the high command of High Templar Tassadar, arrived and incinerated the entire planet. What? The Confederate planet? You did great? I think I did pretty good. I took way too long, of course, but... Job's finished.
Greetings, Commander. Receiving
Greetings.
incoming transmission.
The time of our final strike against the Confederacy is close at hand. Before we can strike at Tarsonis itself, however, we must break through the Confederacy's most potent defenses. General Duke will brief you.
I've defended Tarsonis.
You should play a mission with the Carbot skin. I didn't download it. It's very cute, but it's not for me. I prefer the old grungy PC game.
That serve as staging areas for the
Yes, the Protoss are glassing every planet with Zerg on it. Chad, you know why it's called glassing, right? Because it's creating such a heat on the planet that you're turning sand and rock into... Well, you're melting it, and then it's turning into glass. You're like vitrifying it. So you're creating such a intense amount of heat that minerals turn into glass. They vitrify. This actually happened. This happened underneath. Well, this happens on all nuclear explosions, but this actually happened underneath the Trinity test, and it created what is now called Trinitite. And Trinitite is a vitrification of the desert underneath the Trinity explosion. And I actually
Bad Pope Super Shattered $5. If you paint the inside of a magnetron red, will it go faster? Asking for a friend.
So yeah, Trinitite is an example of that. Rabdos redeemed a hydrate and a science time. 1 second. Bad Pog. Newbie in the chat, I've been seeing you talking a lot, but I don't know what anything you're saying means. If you paint the inside of a magnetron red, will it go faster? I don't know what that means. Super shattered? Yeah. Yeah, it's when you really go for it. Random science time from Rabdos redeemed for 2,500 Demon Core points over on Twitch. I learned something recently. What was it? Did I already say that we call cobwebs because that used to be an old word for spider? Did I already tell you that? I think I already told you that. You can temporarily magnetize some materials, because what a strong magnet can do is align all of the small magnetic moments in the atoms of that material to the same direction, thus amplifying the field. Normally, in non-magnetic materials, all those magnetic moments are all trillions, billions, quadrillions, are all jumbled up, facing, and then basically cancels itself out. But in permanent magnets, a lot of the moments are in the exact same direction. So when you run a magnet over a nail, for example, like you've seen in science class before, what you're doing is taking those jumbled magnetic moments in the nail and aligning them all within the same magnetic field so that it becomes magnetic until those moments unalign themselves again. We got to see Trinitite IRL. $200 for a few grams, says Dega Mad. Dega, I have Trinitite. I don't have it next to me anymore. I moved it to a secure location, but I have some Trinitite. DW Jones, are you giving us updates on the Masters in the chat? Ravdos redeemed another science type. You have too many demon core points. Looking around at stuff, looking around at things and stuff. Do you know you have about 100,000 hair follicles on your head? Someone once asked me if you took all of my luscious hair off my head, if it could stretch to the moon. Now, it's not as ridiculous as it sounds as a question, but you have a lot of hair follicles. So even if my hair is like a foot long, let's just say it's a foot, third of a meter long, multiplied by 100,000, that's still a lot. That's 100,000 feet. However, the moon is also, fun fact, science time. Another fun fact. The moon is about 1 light second away. It's a little bit more, I think, but it's about 1 second. And light, as we know, travels 300,000 kilometers in 1 second. And so the speed of light being 300,000 kilometers per second, that means the moon is about 300,000 kilometers away. Now, I think in actuality, it's like 268,000 kilometers away, but it's about 1 light second. So then if the moon is 300,000 kilometers away, even if your hair, Janine, or any ladies or cultish-looking dudes in the chat, even if your hair is very long, still multiplied by 100,000, you're not going to get really in the ballpark of getting to the moon. Now, what I just did is something fun that I like to do for questions like that called Fermi estimation, and we have an episode on it if you want to check it out. StarCraft. This is a lot of crap. This is a lot of crap. Oh, God. All right, let's scout it. Let's scout it. What's Yamato? Y for Yamato. Look at my APM, it's crazy. Oh.
I can't believe this. Half a squadron never would have left this equipment behind. That's what I call sloppy.
Well, where's the minerals? Oh. That's what I call sloppy. I can't... Oh, all right. Beep. Bop. Boop. Bop. Beep. Bop. Beep. Bop. Doop. Wait, what's actually faster? If you select these guys, it's probably faster to do this, huh? Yeah. Does anyone think we'll be able to colonize another planet like Mars before we run out of resources on Earth? No, I don't think so. Mars has so many problems that you'd need to overcome. It has no atmosphere, basically, and the atmosphere that it has, I think, is mostly carbon dioxide. It has very little magnetosphere, which means on the surface of Mars you are not protected from solar wind and cosmic radiation, which is really bad for long-term habitation of the planet. You have no topsoil to grow stuff. It's extremely cold. That's why in shows or books like The Expanse, they live underground in Mars. And not only all that stuff that I mentioned, but then also you have the reduced gravity problem where Mars only has, 38% the gravity of Earth. So growing humans and babies and food and things on Mars isn't a known quantity, even if we were able to make it a garden world like Earth is. DW, what are you doing? By the way, chat, if you want to see all of my Magic the Gathering decks, you can go on YouTube right now in the chat, and it will show you. Huh? Oh, is that a nuke? Oh, you know I want to do some nuking. Duke nuking. That's what I want to do. for sure. All right, let's do a little bit of scouting out here. Ooh, is there another base? There is. Oops, wrong button. Oh, I got two. Oh, I didn't even see that. Well, that makes sense.
Additional supply depots required.
Sure. Ghost Speedy. Well, that was quick. Guess we're not setting that rally point there. Well, first thing I want to do is get more supply. Gotta get supply first. Yeah, I'm going.
I can't build it. Something's in the way.
Yeah, I'm going.
Not enough
Yeah, I'm
minerals.
going.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, I'm going. Job's finished. Is that gonna hurt or whatever?
Job's finished.
Job's finished. Really awesome seeing some classic StarCraft. Hell yeah. Hope you've been well. Hope you've been well as well. Mars already had its Earth-like phase. It's dead and cast out now, but valuable for study. Yeah, of course. Remember, you can only build one Merc per silo. Well, I have 2 silos, so that should be okay. The Bioshock series would be a cool game to watch you play. Did we not? Was that only on Twitch? Yeah. We did play through that whole... No, we didn't finish the game, so yeah, we should go back to Bioshock for sure. Bioshock Infinite too. Also a new game called Blueprints, says Miss Bat 89. I've been watching my friend Grand Pooh Bear on Twitch play Blueprints, and that game looks really, really cool. The way that they combine random room generation with static puzzles is really clever. You know, to have each day have a random assortment of things that you can do, but having puzzles still work within that randomness is really cool. I like it a lot.
Job's finished.
I did watch a lot of GPB, Grand Pooh Bear, play it. So I know a couple of things, but it does seem like it's very cool. Job's finished. Get back on there.
Not enough minerals.
Nah, don't have enough minerals to do nothing. All right, we're getting through it. We're getting through it.
Not enough minerals.
Cody Reader made the best argument I've ever heard for a man mission to Mars. You might contaminate the planet. Yeah, we have planetary protection officers that think about those kind of things. Did you know that, I mean, it wasn't very good.
Good to go, sir.
Where's my gas? It wasn't a very good one, but when the astronauts from the Apollo mission came back to Earth, they had them stay in a decontamination room for a couple of days, couple of weeks, was it? This is way too far away. And that was because of exactly that. They were worried about the cross-contamination of the planet, right? I'm watching Pirate Software play it for a long time, and it was so cool. Yeah.
SCP good to go, sir.
Working at Blizzard is crazy. If you think about what actually happened, that's my pirate software impression. It's actually kind of crazy what happened.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see you. I'm going. All right, wait, are you getting gas right now? No. That's 3. Don't need 3. I mean, don't need 4. Needs a little work. It's fine. Stick to your Joker impression? Okay. Guys, don't be mean. Okie dokie. Now I think we can start building some crap. I think we want some tanks to push into there for sure.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Which we don't have. 1. What are you doing, my man?
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Where did I set this stupid rally point? I set it right here? I guess I did. Okay. We want some tanky tanks to start pushing out. We gotta get siege mode as well. Oh, this is taking a while. You should stick to the Joker. Chat, how we doing? Doing all right? I know I'm doing all right.
SCV good to go, sir.
Just doing how can I get the SCVs to automatically mine? Oh, I guess I can. That's an SC1 thing exclusively, right? I mean SC2. Uh-oh. 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 Shoot it, please. Thank you. Jesus. Engineering bay. Okay, I guess I need one of those. All right.
Ready to roll out.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
It's fine. Engineering bay. I need more minerals. And more dudes.
Not enough minerals.
Always need more dudes, chat.
SCV good to go, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
I'm just super efficient. That's what I am. Get a little Sim City going.
Research complete.
You want a piece of me, boy? Good to go, sir.
Okay, so now we have.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
So now we can push out a little bit. How does that range that? It took out both my oh man. That was not as good as I thought. I know I need to learn my hotkeys, chat, but I don't know them.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Ravdos redeeming a random science time. In the pipe. Let me think of something that I learned recently. I can't think of anything. Okay, how about this? What's a good way to repel incoming asteroids? So, that depends. If an incoming asteroid is very far away, then it's much, much easier to deal with. Why? Because when something is millions of kilometers away, the Earth, relatively speaking, from millions of kilometers away, 1 AU is 93 million miles, 186 million kilometers? Distance from the Earth to the Sun? Anyway, the Earth is very small from that far away. And so if you can change the trajectory of an asteroid by just a fraction of a degree, then you can get it to entirely miss the Earth by the time it's traveled many millions of miles. So some ideas are kinetic impactors, just launching something with a lot of mass and just bump the asteroid just a little bit. Another idea is laser bees, which are laser bees that ablate the surface of the asteroid to have it move just a bit. Another idea is gravity tugs. Gravity tugs are just that, just a tugboat that gets near, or a space tugboat that gets near the object, and then with just its little bit of mass, it just attracts it just a little bit through gravity. But again, across that vast distance, it's enough to pull it off course. Nuking an asteroid is probably a bad idea. If it's close to Earth, you're going to create zillions of mini asteroids, and you have to make sure that if it's far enough away, you can split the asteroid such that its pieces will not impact Earth. But that kind of explosion is much less controlled than something like laser bees. You know what I mean?
You want a piece of me, boy?
You want a pizza me, boy? I should really be using Yamato at every possible instance.
Ready to roll out. You want a piece of me, boy?
Uh-oh. Wraiths are very weak to Goliaths.
Not enough energy.
You want a piece of me, boy?
You want a pizza me, boy? Maybe I do. Oh, you got repairs going on, huh? Oh, you got repairs going on, huh?
Ready to roll out. Piece of me, boy?
Help! Oh my god.
Not enough energy.
Ridiculous.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under attack.
I should just not fight with him.
Not enough energy.
Well, I almost died.
Ready to roll out.
That was bad. That was very bad. That was very bad indeed.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
All right. Duh.
Insufficient Vespine
Start
gas.
nuking stuff, man. Get some 1-1 going. Start nuking stuff. Duh. Why did you say that? It's supposed to feel hard because I'm supposed to be nuking. Duke nuking. That's right.
Ready to roll out.
Wait. Academy. Oh, Academy. That's why.
You want a piece of me, boy?
You want a pizza me, boy? Just gonna get some defenses here for a second.
You want a piece of me, boy?
You want a pizza, me boy? SpongeBob, you want a pizza, me boy? Wish there was more gas around here.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Job's finished. We gotta be nuking.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
That's what we gotta be doing.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Don't. No. You fool!
You want a piece of me, boy?
And drop ships. Alright. We're figuring it out. I definitely need cloak, though. Yeah. I need more gas. Where's my gas?
You want a piece of me, boy?
You want a piece of me, boy? Hell yeah. Let's always make sure we are leapfrogging here. Always make sure we have a nice little leapfrog arc. This is my leapfrog arc, chat. Alright, get a nuke. Step 1. Step 2, get ghosts. Step 3, kill these fools. Step 4, don't do friendly fire, you idiots. Step 5. Step 5. Oh my god! This is gonna take forever. Really gotta nuke these fools. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Oh god. God bless America. I can't get anything going yet. All right. We don't need many ghosts, but we could definitely use some non-gas units. So let's start getting some non-gas units, huh?
Nuclear missile ready.
Nuclear missile ready. 1 going. I know I'd like stim at some point, but we're not there yet. Let's just get this going because we can.
All right, bring it on.
All right.
Somebody call
For an exterminator. All right. This is our plan, chat, to nuke things. Probably be building a second factory. And just mass vulture it up in mass vulture town.
You want a piece of me, boy?
And just lay mines everywhere. Because I'm running out of... Gonna have to take their base soon.
Job's finished.
Let's go to fact.
You want a piece of me, boy? Bring it on.
Let's go to factory. Need enough energy for cloaking, and then we're gonna nuke it.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Chad, if we've learned anything today, what? We're at 26 science times, and we're
All right, bring it on.
not even close to finishing the stream yet. Pretty good. Yeah, these are... So pros, Korean pros call vultures like popcorn, because they're cheap and they're just...
All right, bring it on.
But we're gonna run out of minerals pretty soon. So we want to do.
All right, bring it on.
You can't get in. Ooh, ow, ow. Suboptimal. All right. What we want to do is we want to cloak first. Check if there's any detectors. There is one detector over there.
Bring it on.
They might scan us. I don't know. But what we want to do is nuke.
Nuclear launch detected.
Yes. Yes. Yes!
All right, bring it on!
Go! I want to look. I don't want to miss it. Yes! Oh, that killed the ghost? He was too close? All right, now we go in and we clean it up. Mass vultures. Go. Go. Go, go.
All right, bring it on!
Man, they sure got a lot of defenses, huh? Ah, God damn it. I mean, everything's fine. I mean, everything's fine. It's cool. Son of a biscuit. I didn't even do what I...
All right, bring it on! All right, bring it
Your
on!
forces are under attack.
Make sure we're saving, because we haven't even saved yet. Which is ridiculous. Oh, man. Is it true that astronauts drink Tang? I don't know. Maybe not anymore. But astronauts do eat and drink specific foods because of how your body changes in space. Like how your sinuses compress and your spine extends because it's no longer under pressure. James Cameron says, Kyle is awesome. Would choose him to be my science teacher anytime. You humble me and you honor me. Thank you, James Cameron. James Cameron? You should have told those guys about their submarine. Mercenary, that's a different thing. Yeah, that is one of the sound effects from Star Wars. Oh, right. Ocular implant to have the ghost to have the range to not get nuked by them, have them nuke themselves. Nuke themselves, right. I'm almost out of minerals, so I might need to restart this mission because I'm not doing so well, huh? Come off here.
Research complete.
Like, I'm not doing so hot. Like, this is definitely not the way to do it, huh? I guess not.
All right, bring it on!
Going mass volt. And then what I'm gonna start.
Nuclear missile ready.
Sure is. It's Mind's Eye.
All right, bring it on!
Ow.
All right, bring it on!
What?
Job finished.
Man, those guys are good. Don't follow him. Oh my god, I'm getting absolutely roasted.
All right, bring it on! I can't build there.
We'll try. You can queue in order to move away from the blast. I don't know how to queue orders.
All right, bring it
Ow.
on! All right, bring it on!
Probably get like +1 whatever armor.
Your forces are under attack.
Stay away. Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god. How? They should just push and kill me. They should just push and kill me. I'm sick of it. They even scanned my ghost. I'm sick of it. This mission blows. I don't have enough minerals to get past all these guys.
All right, bring it on! All right, bring it on!
Damn it! I don't know what to do.
All right, bring it on! All right, bring it on!
And they got everything. Oh my god.
Your forces are under attack.
All right, bring it on.
I don't know what to do, Chet.
All right, bring
I
it
guess mass, like, dropship or something?
Your forces
They
are
have
under
way too
attack.
many units. I don't know what to do. Let's just go back to my save that I had, rather than restarting the whole thing real quick. Because I got absolutely mollywopped. Let's make it one ghost. I think I might need the tanks, but I don't have much gas. Huh? Can't build a machine shop?
Research complete.
All right, bring it on.
This is a difficult one, Chet.
Nuclear missile ready.
Yeah. See, the thing is, if I... let's see if there's a different
Add-on complete.
pathway here. There's detectors everywhere. I want, like, a sweet path through it. You're too close!
Nuclear launch detected.
You're too close, man! So wait till the red dot comes off and then move. Go, 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 go! Make this a little bit of an... Their range is crazy! That's stupid!
Upgrade complete.
I know. I bet I know. I bet I know. I bet there's a way around here. Bet there's a way around here.
Your forces are under attack. Insufficient Vespine gas.
That I can go for a cheeky little drop. Stop it! Oh my god!
You want a piece of me, boy?
Why would I do that instead of the thing that could hit me? You fool. Oh my gosh.
All right, bring it on.
Oh man. Attack it! Thank you! Maybe look up a walkthrough? No way. No way. I want to do a drop inside their base.
Your forces are under attack.
All right, bring it on.
I guess not!
Want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Repair him, please.
Ready to roll out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, okay, alright, okay, figure this out. We can do this. Maybe.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay, just set up some defenses where they're coming in. We're gonna distract them. Nuke, nuke, nuke. I know. But we need another ghost, and we need another nuke. And we need more of these stupid guys, and we need more of these stupid guys.
Ready to roll out. All right, bring
What do I
it
pick up the
on.
lab coat? Ravdos redeems another science time. How many science points, how many Demon Core coins do you have? Random science time. It is difficult, if not impossible, to turn a nuclear reactor into a nuclear bomb. Obviously, nuclear reactors have exploded, but it was never a nuclear explosion. As far as we can tell, they were steam explosions, gas explosions. And part of the difficulty of weaponizing a reactor is the fact that nuclear reactors do not use highly enriched fuel. You want to use highly enriched fuel in a nuclear weapon. What is enriched fuel? Well, pulled out of the ground, uranium is mostly uranium-238. It also has the isotope 235. They are both radioactive, but uranium-238 is both. It's not fissile, and it's like 99% of the uranium that you pull out of the ground. So enriched fuel is taking that uranium ore, separating the isotopes such that your end result of fuel has a higher percentage of uranium-235 in it. For weapons, I think that starts at like 20%. For nuclear reactors, it's like 3 to 5%.
Somebody call for exterminator.
Oh. Well, I just wasted all my little dudes. They really don't like when I push out, huh? They can tell like immediately. I'm gonna get hit here. Yep.
All right, bring it on.
Big boom. They really don't like when I push out.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Nuclear missile ready.
Look at that. So if I push out, so the game,
Bring it on.
this mission really does want me to do a Trixie drop, doesn't it? Because this is clearly like an unlimited supply of forces here that just keep pushing into me. Right? So it wants me to do something Trixie. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this to here and this to here.
Your forces are under attack.
There we go. 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 No man's land, like in World War II. Nope. And then when I destroy their bunkers, they just kind of all go away? How does that happen? Huh. All right, so now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh my God, bad spider mine drag. Bad spider mine drag. That was bad. But we're still doing okay. So we're gonna load up our ghosts. Getting 2. We're gonna clear this with a Yamato. Here. And then we're gonna make sure we have a way to drippy drop him in here. Whoop.
Your forces are under attack.
How much does he have over here? Let's see.
Your forces are under attack.
They just keep pushing. What? Oh, and they just keep making it. Son of a biscuit. All right, we got it. We got to get in there. We got to destroy this detector over here. We got to get in here. Got to get in here. Uh-oh. How do they keep coming up here is what I'm wondering. Am I one-shotting these guys? Nice. Uh-oh. Oh no! Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Piece of me, boy.
Uh-oh!
Your forces are under attack.
Uh-oh!
All right, bring it on.
I'm dead. Kyle, huge fan. I've been subbed to your YouTube channel for years. I learned so much from you. You're my science hero. Thank you for existing. Also, do something tricksy. I did this one with a lot of cloaked wraiths. Interesting. Okay, so I failed that one. We are not gonna do that. Bad mind drag. Go for it. He's just gonna rebuild it.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay. Mass wraiths, you say? I already have a bunch of stuff put into stuff, though. Do I already have a...
Your forces are under attack.
We're still gonna try to be tricksy and false. We're still gonna be try to be trick. We're still gonna be try to be tricksy.
Ready to roll out.
No. No. God, they just don't. They just don't stop. How tricksy can we get? Is there a way around? Nope. Is there a way around? Nope. Son of a gun! This is a bad nuke too. Oh, I'm out. I'm out.
I can't build there.
You want a piece of me,
Chat,
boy?
did you know that StarCraft is hard?
All right, bring it on.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Job finished. Job finished.
Base is under attack detected.
All right, bring it on. Job finished.
Repair this!
Boy.
Repair this! Nope, that doesn't make sense.
All right, bring it on.
Base is under attack.
Thank you, jeez. Chat, how are we doing? This mission is very hard. Seems like it.
All right, bring it on.
Base is under attack.
Ah, you son of a gun! Seriously?
All right, bring it on.
Get in there!
Your forces are under attack.
I lose again.
Not enough energy. Base is under attack.
Hydrate. Okay. I have more units, more structures. What am I doing wrong? I guess my unit composition really sucks. Right? Okay, I just nuked him. We're gonna stay here because we know. Yep.
You want a piece of me, boy? All right, bring it on.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah.
Not enough energy.
God, I hate these guys. You're right, I do need to make Goliaths. I don't have the armor.
Base is under attack.
All right, bring it on.
Cancel this crap.
Your forces are under attack.
I know! Oh my god, he killed all of them?
Your forces are under attack.
I really, really don't want to restart this mission. That would be really annoying.
Base is under attack.
Alright. I need an armory. ASAP. Ah! Oh, man. I did... It's like I did everything wrong. And that feels bad. They're just wrecking me. So we tried going ghosts. I mean, is it mass wraith? Or is it Gauls? I mean, I guess it's Gauls, huh? One of my favorite streamers playing one of the top 5 games ever says, Bathrobe Keck. Welcome, my friend. Do you have any science questions? We almost beat last stream's total of like 35? How much to only 50? All right. We're going mass Gauls. And we're gonna throw this out here to start making some headway.
Forces are under attack.
Idiots!
Your forces are under attack.
Come on. My brother in Christ, go nukes! It's not working out for me too well right now, alright? Calm down. I'm pushing. I'm currently pushing.
Your forces are under attack.
Not for long. Not for long. Just dancing all day, this guy. All right. No more Mr. Spice Guy.
Additional supply depots required.
Dropship this. Come on.
Additional supply depots required.
Suck it, Confederacy. I really need to learn hotkeys, huh? Jeez. Getting wrecked. Get wrecked. You're not. You ain't going nowheres. Where's the rest of your crap? Bring SCVs to repair tanks. Guys, I'm not fast at this game. You're gonna have to give me a little bit of leeway here. I'm doing the best I can. I mean, my APM is a lot higher than last time, huh? Go. I think we're doing it. Might have blocked these guys in. That's a risk we're gonna have to take. What is Gollum currently doing? Let's get one more nuke for the style. Guys, you guys are going crazy.
Goliath online.
There's more of these fools? Where?
Ready to roll out.
Where? Where? Okay, I know where those guys are.
Somebody call for an exterminator.
Let's scout a little bit here.
Goliath online.
I know that's there. There's one more turret, wasn't there? Okay, no. Okay, so let's bring everybody together. Everybody together. Bam. Where is the rest of you? There's got to be some big Confederate base or something around here.
Missile ready.
Maybe not. Push forwards, yes. Siege push, yes. I missed another science time. Oh my God, Ravdos, how many coins do you have? Caffeine is actually a poison in plants. It is meant to poison and kill off the pests that eat plants, but we use it to make ourselves presentable. Side step.
Ready to roll out.
Where is everybody? Let's see if they're up here. Just because we're all sieged up. We're sieged out of our minds right now. Go. No! 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 Get! I'm going! Where's the bad guys? There's one. Hello! A move. A move. A move. A move. Focus fire. A move. Guys. It's not that hard. Hey, there's another base. Move in for vision. Come on, in the rear with the gear.
Your forces are under attack.
Where'd you guys come from? Alright, so just to be safe here. Because I'm assuming there's more stuff over there. I'm assuming there's more stuff over there. So just to be safe, what I'm gonna do is
your forces are under attack.
Load this bad boy. And we're gonna send him over there. And then I think I have more tank. I have one nuke in case we run into something terrible. Send them there. I mean, there. More. More! Okay. So, let's keep going. Let's see what's around here. Nothing up there. There must be guys. They're visible, but Kyle doesn't see every message. It's hard when I'm playing. It's hard when I'm playing the game. Uh-oh, bad guys down there. 1 second. Uh-oh. That's why you gotta A move, chat. Nikes. That's why you gotta A move and not just move. All right, so they're down there.
Your forces are under attack.
Got it. A move. A move. Hey, bad guys. Aim. Yes, right into my siege line, if you don't mind. Chat, save. I think we're near the end of this mission. Just save all your burning queries if I'm not seeing them. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Don't worry. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. Oh, you done gonna get blowed up. Oh, you done gonna get blowed up. You done gonna get blowed up. Chat, how we doing? Did we learn anything today? We doing good? I'm doing all right. Moving up.
Goliath online.
Moving up. Ooh, bad guys. Bad guys.
Your forces are under attack.
Goliath online.
A move. A move. Hold back. Hold back. Bam. Up to here. Hold position. Yeah. I don't know what. Is that just H? Yeah. Hold back. Hold back. Hold back. Hold back.
Goliath online.
Where's the... Guys. Just need the vision.
Goliath online.
Oh no. I thought they'd be much better against
Goliath online. Ready to roll out.
well, good thing we made all these new Goliaths, huh? Can you just get there? Because that'd be nice if you could just get there rather than going through a bunch of crap. Can you do that? And let's get an SCV over here. Chad, how we doing? We're having a comfy little time.
Your forces are under attack.
Where? Uh-oh. Well, that's bad. That's super duper bad. I lose all these tanks. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. He's gonna follow. He's gonna fall. Let's do what we can.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
I know. Where's the rest of them? Right there. Hello. I need... Like, the Gauls will take care of that, no problem, I think.
Your forces are under attack.
The issue being I don't have, like, enough. Get him! Okay. Almost there, chat.
Your forces are under attack.
Goliath online. Goliath online.
Yamato this fool! Position. Come on. Come on, you're the best in the world.
Goliath online. Goliath online.
All right, let's siege up these fools. I have the high ground. Leo, welcome. Happy to have you here, my friend.
Goliath online. Goliath online.
Your forces are under attack.
I see that. You gotta remember to A-move, man. Come on now. Do they have unlimited units? It's ridiculous. Yeah, the Goliaths are putting in serious work right now. A move. A move. A move. A move. A move. Come on now. A move. A move. A move. A move. Siege it up. A move. A move. A move. A move. Get out of my face! Chad, how are we doing? I've been playing I've been playing one StarCraft mission this whole time? Has it been just this one? There's no way, right? There's your base, you fool. Thanks for being here, Connects Master. Oh, right, into the assignment or two. I think we're good. Huh? Should be. For sure. Of course, those two guys never did nothing.
Your forces are under attack.
Still? Nah. Come on! I've been playing this for an hour. This one mission. Oh no! It's not the last of them. I need to see where they are. Forgot one dropship. I'm gonna drop on them. I'm gonna drop on these fools. Goliaths are kind of stupid units, huh? They don't move very well. Okay, let's see where these guys are. Mrs. Bats redeemed science time, random science time. The Last of Us new season starts in 40 minutes. Yep. I've been replaying the game to get ready for it, and man, is it emotionally harrowing. But I won't be watching it today because Arya wants to watch it tomorrow, and right now she's somewhere else. Plausibility of sci-fi shields. Well, excuse me. Some of the shields in this game make sense, like the shielding for Terran, but the force field concept doesn't super duper work because the field has to be emitted by something, right? And to have that field be able to stop something like a metal projectile, that field would have to be insane. I think you've seen the Mythbusters test whether or not you can stop a bullet with sufficiently strong magnetic fields, and they had a giant electromagnet, I think. And having something like that on your person doesn't really make sense. And then when you scale up to larger and larger ships, you get larger and larger projectiles that would need more. I don't know if it scales very well. However, magnetic force fields have been suggested.
Sean MSW super chatted $5.
What up?
Speaking of
Thank you for the
Goliaths, what are the engineering obstacles to overcome to create a proper mech like a Goliath or Thor?
I don't think that the problem with Goliaths and Thors is basically is an engineering challenge. I think just bipedal robots, though they look cool, are just completely outmaneuvered by tank treads and car wheels. They're slow, they can break down easily. I don't think they have a lot of tactical advantage, and I think that's what military spending goes towards: efficient force multipliers, right? There has been a magnetic force field suggested for long-term space flight. So having a decently large magnetic field generator on your spacecraft to help deflect charged particles, because charged particles respond to electromagnetic fields. And thus, if you can get less charged particles hit you while you're in space, then you're getting less space radiation on long-term space flight.
Goliath online.
Where are the? Where's the last of them?
Goliath online.
Oh. 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 Hey. It's nice. You can drop 4 Goliaths? I didn't know that. Oh, there was another way through there. That's fine.
Goliath online.
Don't you run away from me. Don't you run away from me. Thank you. Yeah, money's a rather large impediment to military feasibility. Well, for some militaries. But also, Chet, did you know that military grade is actually pretty low grade? I think Hollywood has made us think that military grade hardware is like the best of the best, but it's actually just cheap, efficient crap.
This is Duke. The emitters
Bam.
are secured and online.
Who authorized the use of psi emitters?
I did, Lieutenant.
What? The Confederates on Antigua were bad enough, but now you're going to use the Zerg against an entire planet? This is insane.
She's right, man.
Would be better, bipedal robots would be better for rough terrain? I don't think that's true.
Believe me. You all have your orders. Carry them out.
So we're using the Zerg to wipe out entire Confederate planets. Yo, dog, that's crazy.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Chad, how we doing so far? Yeah, hope we're doing good. I need to keep my brain moving for a second, because I haven't been looking at you guys, and I need to keep my brain moving. Job's finished.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Need to keep my brain moving, chat. Let's see. In the game of connections, you need to make connections between 4 groups 4 times, 4 items 4 times, and they try to trick you. Some of the groups are really specific. Some of them are really difficult. Some are really easy, but they do try to trick you. Let's see if we can do it. I'm not looking at the chat. I can't see you. I can't see him. I would guess that these are fonts. Bam. Pinch to pocket, to steal something, like, and you could have like a caper to swipe, to pinch to pocket. That's all to steal, and then I guess a caper, like a it's a caper of the century. Are you kidding me? To pinch, to swipe, to pocket, definitely. Oh, to nick it. Right. Yeah. Late night, Logan night, night elder. To present. You've been excused. You're absent. You're present. What you're marking down for attendance in school. Marking down for attendance in school. Bam. Elder Goose Caper Logan. Oh. Job finished.
I read you. Right away, sir.
What is the scientific question you want to be answered most? If there's intelligent life in the universe, would be the most consequential, I think. How would a tank transform from direct barrel action to artillery like the siege tank? I think it's possible, right? If you're just loading different barrels from the same central location and you're just switching, you have a central, the turret, and inside the turret you're loading from both sides, and then on one side, these come in and then these retract and then this big thing goes out. I don't know. That doesn't seem too crazy to me. I'm still hearing the StarCraft music in my ears, by the way. Check out my magic decks. Also go to basilisk.gg. We will there's a good chance that 2 of our pros will make it into the Esports World Cup coming up this year in Saudi Arabia. Cyril and Raynor. I'm excited for my boys to do well in StarCraft 2 again. 2 of the best to ever do it. It's very cool. When the Goliath was mentioned, it made me think of the Viking in StarCraft and the fact that most of the pilots die during training. I think they're probably alluding to like World War I, World War II statistics where a majority of pilots didn't make it back or something. Something crazy. Time to play the next mission then? You think I'm stalling? Do you think I'm stalling right now? Why the heck would I be...
I read you. Right away, sir.
Cutscene. Ooh, 37 science times would beat the record. I mean, beat the last stream. That's good. Do you play Strands? No, but a lot of people in the Discord in our puzzles channel play Strands. I know they like it.
So I says,
why are they making sounds?
Stay fashionable. All right, got the cheddar leaves.
Why are they making sounds?
Grab your throttle.
Confederacy. Satellite.
Confederate platform verified and locked. This one's all yours, Hardy.
Yeah, woo! Like a beacon, the combined power of the Psi emitters reached out to the far corners of the Terran sector, luring billions of Zerg to the capital world of Tarsonis. Are they traveling through wormholes? Can Zergs create wormholes? Chat, wormholes aren't like a thing. They are an idea. We have no... Dave, thank you for the 5 memberships over on the YouTube side. Say hello to Eileen for me. Hope you've been well. Thank you. Wormholes are like a mathematical construct that need matter that doesn't exist currently as we know it in the universe to themselves exist. As far as I understand it, there's parts of the math that works out, but we've never observed a wormhole. Ever. With your pets combined, we are Kyle Hillians. Hillians I don't mind so much, actually. It's not so bad. The Zerg, overrunning the Confederacy's best defenses, proceeded to lay waste to Tarsonis' major cities and industrial center. Well, that was like 4 different accents. New Gettysburg. Ravdos, thank you as usual for being here and for the 1.
I've picked up several dozen
Auxiliary Asp, welcome.
Descending upon Tarsonis. They seem to be heading on a direct course to the primary Zerg hive.
So this is kind of like a Halo situation where the Forerunners want to wipe out all the Flood. It's almost the exact same story. With the Marines and the...
First you sell out every person on this world to the Zerg. Then you ask us to go up against the Protoss. And you're gonna send Kerrigan down there with no backup?
I have absolute confidence in Kerrigan's ability to hold off the Protoss.
This is bullshit.
All Zerg buildings must survive?
I heard.
Why?
I'm going down there. Arcturus knows what he's doing. I can't back out on him now.
Funny. I never thought of you as anyone's martyr.
Thanks for saying so, Auxiliary Asp. That makes me feel good inside. Thanks for being here. Thanks for learning along with us. 38 Science Tiempios. In StarCraft, everyone uses warp space to travel FTL. That's the only way to travel FTL. Nothing with mass can move at or beyond the speed of light. So warp travel is the idea of moving you around space. I mean, space around you rather than you around space. Wormholes let you go FTL by traversing an amount of space that would otherwise be impossible in the amount of time that you could do it in. Hey, Kyle, can you create or approximate a wormhole through frame dragging effects from rotating masses like black holes? I don't know. Can you? I don't think so. What makes... So, don't confuse the weird parts of relativity like time dilation and length contraction with what a wormhole is. A wormhole is literally a connection through the fabric of space-time to 2 places that couldn't otherwise be causally linked by light delay. What about E equals mc squared? That implies the speed of light squared. It does. But when you do the rest of the equations, it shows that to accelerate any object with mass to the speed of light would take an infinite amount of energy, which is impossible. In fact, the universe doesn't seem to want you to go that fast. Because of time dilation and length contraction, you will literally never get to that point. To see. Got a little bit more time, chat, but if this mission is, oh god, all
doing this, Kerrigan.
So all the Zerg buildings have to survive, and I don't know if we'll have time for this, chat, because I do have to play Magic the Gathering with some Kevins tonight, but
Zerg that Mengsk came and
we'll see.
saved you. But you don't owe him this. Hell, I saved your butt plenty of times.
Jimmy, drop the knight in shining armor routine. That suits you sometimes. Just not now. I don't need to be rescued. I know what I'm doing. The Protoss are coming to destroy the entire
what experiment, what Zerg experiments were done on her, and were they sexy?
Well, I just know it. I am a ghost, remember? Once we've dealt with the Protoss, we can do something about the Zerg. Arcturus will come around.
Ooh, Magic the Gathering, yeah.
I hope you're right, darling. Good hunting.
Relativity is interesting. Relativity is interesting, isn't it, Kyle? Yeah. Yeah, there have been many... God, this song is awesome. There have been many scientists throughout the years who have tried to disprove Einstein, and none of them have ever been successful in that endeavor. It's one of the most successful theories ever.
Not enough minerals.
Ah, crap. Okay, well, where is all this stuff? Let's see. Actually, you're slow.
Oh! Oh! Oh no!
Let's wax these critters.
Oh no!
Cool, Commander. Remember the plan. The Zerg are to remain unharmed.
Well, I was just wondering where they are, and they came and iced me. All right, they're over there. Got it.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So, is that all Zerg space? That's what I'm wondering. Yep. It's a lot of Zergs.
Oh! No! No!
It looks like they're not going to push out. Might want to keep some defense up on that side. They keep randomly popping up. All right. Einstein was a true genius. I agree. Kyle, is there a way to use naked black holes? I think they're called Kerr black holes. Is there a way to use them to create wormhole versus a non-rotating black hole? Again, I don't think creating a wormhole via a black hole, its gravitational time dilation and length contraction is what you're actually getting at. I have the first 2 Fallout games on my PC. I really need to try them. You definitely do. Yep. That's true. That's true. That does happen. That does happen.
Minerals.
I think you're confusing the concepts, yeah. What is the weird sciencey stuff that you get for from black holes is really about like the time dilation stuff.
Not enough minerals.
Scout it out. How long has it been science time? How do I, chat, how do I hotkey my, how do I hotkey my base so I can, like, always go back to my base real quick?
Not enough minerals.
Like, how do you do that? That's probably Zerg up there. Yep.
SCV good to go, sir.
Another base. Secondary base. Okay, that's not bad. Should we save up and just go for that secondary base right away? Maybe. Maybe it's her fur. Alright, I'll follow your guys' advice.
Not enough minerals.
Is there any scientific backing to psychic ghost mommies? Psychics... let me be very clear about something. Psychics, mediums, people who think they can talk to the dead, see the future, read premonitions, these are all people who are either mistaken or are trying to con you out of some money. I don't think every single person who has one of these professions is trying to make a quick buck, but there is no scientific evidence for psychic abilities or medium abilities. In the best case scenario, I believe these people are simply mistaken or deluded or just think they can feel something and they're misinterpreting what it actually is. In the worst case, I think mediums especially are grief vampires. They use old psychological techniques like cold reading, mentalism techniques, to make you think that they have some connection to your lost loved ones. And they charge you a lot of money for this. It's basically a grief tax. Now, there is complete validity to talking to someone about your stress and your anxiety and your pain and your grief. Talking to another human being is very valuable in getting through some of those things. But what those people try to do, what mediums try to do, is trick you and get you to pay a lot of money to listen to something that is not only not true, but it can't be true. You know? Yeah. So I think the worst case, they're grief vampires. The best case, they're misinterpreting common things that everyone can. When you feel like you're psychic or you have a premonition or there's something crazy in coincidence, it's usually because you're just not thinking of how likely something actually is or how much life experience you actually have, etc., etc. You know. Well, why don't you explain the mass memory recall of the reincarnated Cathars? That sounds like mass hysteria and delusion. Do not underestimate the power of a crowd to groupthink and to influence other people. I've seen... There's very well-known experiments that show just how easy it is to get someone to change their opinion or their behavior. You can have 10 people, you could have 5 people go in an elevator, and five experimenters get on an elevator, one normal person gets on an elevator. All the experimenters turn around and face the back of the elevator. The one normal person starts to feel so much social pressure that they just turn around for no reason. You know? So social contagion is a real thing. I mean, when parents were worried that episodes of Pokemon were going to give their kids seizures, that was mass hysteria. The burning of witches. Mass hysteria based on mistaken ideas about magic and attributing normal things like crop loss to black magic and women. You know. Yeah, the Mandela effect is silly, right? Because what is more likely? The fact that a lot of us misremembered Berenstain or Berenstein, or the universe was different and there's a quantum mechanical split off where there's actually another... No. You misremembered the name. Well, there was an episode that triggered epilepsy. Not in the way that it was being claimed, Safari had. So, you know, the claim was in the 90s, early 2000s, that an episode of Pokemon, which was taken down, I believe, would cause mass epilepsy, where we know, relatively speaking, not a lot of people have epilepsy. I mean, people do, of course, but it's not like 50% of people have it. And then photosensitive epilepsy is another subset of epilepsy. So it was being heralded as like, you gotta take this episode down. It's gonna be an epidemic, where that couldn't be the case. You know, The Demon Haunted World by Carl Sagan had a whole chapter about this. Yes, exactly. You made a common mistake, but have the ego to think the entire universe changed to make you wrong. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. It's very egotistical. It's very humans to think that. You know what I'm getting at.
Not enough minerals.
To think that we cannot be so wrong such that the universe has to be wrong instead. What about the people that can hear colors? So they're not hearing colors. It's not that, again, let's be clear on what we're talking about. They're not hearing colors in that they are like, it's not that they are interpreting a part of the universe that you can't see or hear. They're not tapping into some aura or anything. They have, oh man, I forgot the term now. But their nerves and their synesthesia. Thank you. They're synesthetic, and they have wires crossed in their brain that link different sensory stimuli. So it's not that there's an aura around someone that only someone else can see. It's that I have visual and I have color and scent stimuli and words, and there's wires crossed there that triggers both of them. Or more than one of them. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing as sensing something that no one else can see. I mean, technically that's true, right? That they're seeing something different, but it's not in something about the universe that everyone else is missing. It's something that their brain is doing.
Your forces are under attack.
No! Stop it!
Oh man, this mission is gonna suck, dude. Oh. Let's get Kerrigan out of there. For sure. Oh, this mission is gonna suck. God, engineering bit.
Not enough minerals.
Oh boy, you don't know how much this mission is gonna suck? Great. So excited for that. Should we just go for a secondary base, or am I gonna get overwhelmed pretty quickly, I think I'll probably get overwhelmed. Alright, so there's...
Add-on complete.
Is that there? You stay there. You start making CGBGs. CBGBs. I mean, maybe I just go for the extra base, you know?
You want a piece of me, boy?
That's Protoss. Oh, I feel like Artos is on the ladder right now. Alright, so they're down there.
Ready to roll out.
Not enough minerals.
Is there another gas around here too, or no? No. That's bad. Is there gas there? Oh, there is gas there. Oh, it's gonna suck to get, though. 1, 2? Just 2? Machine shop. Chat. 44 science times? Pretty good.
Job finished.
Pretty good. Pretty good, chat. Chat, we're almost done with today's stream, though. So if you have any more questions, comments, for yours truly, let me know. I'll take these guys off gas for a second.
Research complete.
'Cause I need that sweet 4 hundo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come over here. Need... Oh, siege finish? Siege finish! Think of your... It's going to be hard for me to see it right now, chat. Think of your science questions.
Piece of me, boy.
Think of your science questions. We'll get to them. What am I going to want here? I'm going to want some upgrades and stuff, right? Definitely. One... Let's just get spider mines going.
Not enough minerals.
What kind of energy would the Yamato cannon
Oh, I didn't know I could do that.
Yamato cannon use? Well, it might be. I mean, I don't think Yamato is like a pure energy weapon, right? I don't really like pure energy weapon stuff because plasma is like a hot gas, chat. It just acts to spread out over space. So it's not exactly a good projectile. Do you know what I mean?
Piece of me, boy.
It's just hot gas. It would spread out like gas does. Instead, I think it is just a stand-in when it looks like plasma thing. It's just a slug with that fire comes out of. You know what I mean?
Good to go, sir.
All right, so now we got that production heavy. What is good against toss? Tanks are good against protons.
Not enough minerals.
So that's what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna start doing that.
SCV, good to go, sir.
Isn't Yamato a railgun?
That's what I just said.
What about directed particle beams? Yeah, directed particle beams are a thing. We use it to treat cancer and proton therapy, and other things like that.
SCV, good to go, sir.
Or electron beams, beta beams, or proton beams, stuff like that. Those are directed energy weapons. Let's get some more guys on gas now. And that could do damage, but what the Yamato cannon is, it looks like a projectile, not a continuous beam of something, you know what I mean? Ancient Snap Crackle, welcome. I have a bad feeling that I'm gonna get muta-rushed in a second. So... you have to... Doing long distance with this extractor is going to suck butt.
Upgrade complete.
But here we are.
Job's finished.
Job's finished. So I'm gonna put... I have a feeling this is gonna happen to me. Am I doing okay? I feel like I'm doing pretty good right now, actually.
SCV, good to go, sir.
Just need to get my...
Not enough minerals.
Job's finished.
stuff really going, you know?
Not enough minerals.
Spend down my gold.
Job's finished.
Alrighty. We're doing good. Always save twice. That's how you do it.
I read you. Right away, sir.
Chat. That was good. That was a good session. StarCraft is such a good game. It's incredible. That was a good session. 47 science times. This is the last StarCraft stream was one of our most watched streams in months too. So if you keep enjoying the StarCraft, I'm gonna keep doing it, especially as the Esports World Cup gets closer and closer, and my teammates from Basilisk will be on that. Chat, if you want more StarCraft, spam your favorite moj in the chat while I look at some of your science questions. What's the likelihood we can make proper cloaking? I've seen cloaking technology that is pretty passable, but it's not very practical, right? I've done some ads for like those invisibility shields, but those are large static objects that can't move, and you have to look at them from a certain direction and can't go behind them, you know, that kind of thing. So if the Yamato gun is a projectile weapon like the railgun, oh, look at all those mojis. Is there a kind of material that'd be best suited to hold all that charged energy, since the Yamato has to charge up? I think that would be misinterpreting the charging. I think what the charging actually is just maybe filling up the electrical capacitors, filling up the capacitors with electrical energy to later discharge that electricity along the path of travel as the railgun, you know, does its railgun thing. So I would guess it's not that the projectile itself is holding energy or charging up. It's not like Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? Look at all these emojis. Pretty nice. Chat, what do we got coming up at the facility? Well, if you want to see the next episode about hackers that are poisoning AI, I interviewed one of them, anonymously, of course. You can go to patreon.com/Kyle Hill, see that video early at the first tier. But if you want to go even higher, you get access to our Patreon-only Discord, our members-only Discord, where we have hundreds of the nicest, most accomplished nerds you'll ever meet. We have everything from professional composers to nuclear reactor designers in there. Hope to see many of you that I recognize in there in a little bit. Poisoning it? Yeah, so poisoning AI in this respect means giving it bad data intentionally to make it worse. It's a cybersecurity professional, let me just say based. It says Dapper Necromancer. Well, maybe you'll like the episode. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it out tomorrow or the next day, but if you want to see it early, and I just had a poll so you can vote on the title and thumbnail of that video, because I take your suggestions very seriously. Do that. Patreon.com. Coming up in the gaming channel, I guess we'll continue on some StarCraft. And maybe later on next month, we'll start trying to do some permadeath runs of Days Gone, my favorite zombie game, because the remaster's coming out with a permadeath mode, and we might be able to get Sam Witwer on the channel to do some commentary. We'll see. Arya actually knows him personally, so we have some messages out to him. We'll see if he wants to do something nerdy and fun. Who knows? But after the Hackers Poisoning AI episode, I filmed something about Batman, and I may or may not be shirtless in a Bane mask in that episode. I also filmed the next Half-Life Histories about a question that came from this gaming chat. He knows Darth Maul? Yeah. I've met Sam a couple times. Super nice. Good voice. Really good voice. So he's super handsome and super ripped and super nice and a very good voice actor. Come on. Leave some for the rest of us. Holy crap. So I filmed something about Batman, and I just filmed the next... oh, right. From an idea that came from this very chat. And that question was, what would happen if they never stopped the Demon Core? In both of those criticality accidents, both of the men who died had the presence of mind to disassemble their fatal mistakes. But what if they hadn't? What would have happened to the Demon Core? Would it have exploded? Would it have become even more lethal? I answer that question by delving into another criticality accident that happened in Russia in the 90s. So look forward to that. As usual, of course, patrons will see it first. When is the next StarCraft stream? I don't know. Well, next Sunday for sure. But I might do it throughout the week, another time throughout the week sometime because I'm enjoying it. But if that happens, all you have to do is subscribe to this chan that you're on right now, and you'll get notified. I also notify everyone on the posts page of the main page as well. What if you made a weapon, a Demon Core weapon, and clapped it together like that? Well, I'll partially answer your question. First of all, you'd kill yourself. But I'll partially answer your question. You know what I mean?
I read you. Right away, sir.
Chat, we got to 48 science times today. I'm just going to ask one last thing of you. If you like the video, like it, leave some comments, spam your favorite emojis. I've had a good time. Thanks again to the Kevins for building actual life sets, real life sets from StarCraft 1 and working on those transitions. Incredible bunch of clones they are. I have to go play some Magic the Gathering with some Kevins and deliver some footage because they're not, you can't just play, they also have to work. Basilisk in the chat. Thank you, brother man. Thank you for supporting the stream and everything that we do here. Of course, fingers crossed for the qualifiers for EWC. Maybe we do, if we can do a watch along, if there's a way to restream any of the qualifiers or anything that Sarah and Rainer are doing, we'll do that, I think. The chat, so much learning, so much science, and much more science to come, no matter where. I see you next time. Main channel, gaming channel, post page, society ruining, social media. Until then, be nice to each other, because this is all we got. I'll see some of you very soon in the Discord. The rest of you, laters!
I read you. Right away, sir.